The NBA is generating more money than ever. Players are signing record-breaking deals, and TV contracts are skyrocketing. Let's be honest, has the quality of play kept up? Spoiler alert, it hasn't. TV ratings tell the real story, and the numbers don't lie. Viewership is down a whopping 48% since 2012, and it's not hard to see why. We're watching a hyper-offensive league where defense feels like an afterthought.
That's almost blatant, right, guys?
And the dunk.
Oh, he missed it! No, that was
And officiating, don't even get me started. Calls are inconsistent at best and game-changing at worst. To make matters worse, with the NBA being so star-driven, the era of LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant is nearing its end. Who is ready to take the mantle? Right now, it's looking shaky. Today, we're asking a tough question. Why has the NBA gone from bad to egregious? Stay locked in as we break down the reason why the league we love is at a crossroads. Let's get into it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's hustle. What happened to the NBA we all fell in love with? The high-flying dunks, lockdown defense, epic rivalries, and stars will do anything to win. Today, it feels like the league's product is far from what it used to be. Let's break down why the NBA is struggling to captivate the fans like it once did. One of the most glaring issues is a lack of defense. Night after night, we see games where players are collapsing at the slightest contact to draw fouls rather than staying in front of their man. It's frustrating to watch and diminishes the authenticity of the game. Combine that with the league's hyper-focus on offense, and you've got a product that's skewed too far in one direction. High-scoring games were once rare and exciting. Now they're the standard. A player dropped in 50 points used to mean something. It was a spectacle. Now, with the lack of defensive intensity, it's starting to feel routine. The three-point revolution, popularized by the Warriors dynasty, was revolutionary and thrilling. But let's be honest, not everyone can shoot like Stephen Curry or Klay Thompson. Yet, everyone is trying. Players who have no business shooting from the deep are launching threes at an alarming rate, and the results are ugly. During the Warriors' reign, their efficiency and skill made the style captivating. But now the league's obsession with the three-point shot has created a copycat culture that has diluted the excitement. Watching brick after brick from players who can't shoot isn't entertaining. It's frustrating. Another issue plaguing the league is the attitude of its superstars. Too often we see players like Luka and LeBron whining for fouls instead of hustling back on defense. They've grown accustomed to getting the whistle, and when they don't, it's a spectacle of complaints. This behavior trickles down to the rest of the team, contributing to an already poor defensive effort. Fans pay top dollar to see these stars give it their all, but instead they're met with lackluster performances and excuses. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, but today, the pool of marketable stars feels shallow. Of the young stars, only Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic, and Victor Wembanyama have the potential to be the true faces of the league. And these are all international players and don't have the draw of Anthony Edwards, known for his charisma, brash confidence, and being the only American-bred star on this list, and possesses the most potential to carry the torch of the league. However, it is usually done by committee. For example, in the 80s, we had Magic, Bird, and Jordan. Edwards will need other American-bred stars to spearhead the league, however, all have glaring flaws. Ja Morant's off-the-court issues have hurt his reputation. Zion Williamson can't stay healthy. Jason Tatum, whose play has been spectacular, his personality and charisma has not translated over well. Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, and the Greek Freak are all incredible players, but their personalities don't always resonate with casual fans. Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Halliburton, and De'Aaron Fox are exciting, but lack the magnetic pull of the past greats. Rivalries have always been the lifeblood of the sports. Bird vs. Magic, Kobe vs. LeBron, LeBron vs. Curry. These matchups defined eras and drew millions of fans, but today, no rivalry worth talking about. Nobody's hyped for Ja Morant vs. Zion Williamson or Jason Tatum vs. Donovan Mitchell. Even potential matchups like Anthony Edwards vs. Luka Doncic lack the drama and history to captivate fans. Compare this to football, where the rivalries are fierce and the teams generally hate each other. In the NBA, most players are friends, which has watered down the competitive fire. Even historic rivalries like Lakers versus Celtics have lost their edge. The NBA's decline in viewership is another troubling sign. Too many networks distribute games, making it hard for fans to consistently follow their favorite teams. In the past, fans could easily tune in and watch marquee matchups on a single platform. Now they're jumping between networks and streaming services, which has fragmented the audience. Perhaps the biggest gripe for fans is the rampant low management. Stars wrestling for the playoffs has become so common that fans no longer feel they're getting their money's worth. Imagine spending hard-earned cash to see your favorite player only to find out they're sitting out for precautionary reasons. To slap in the face to the people who support the league. While rest may prolong careers, it's killing the regular season's value. The NBA's greatest eras were defined by stars who play night in and night out, giving fans a show every time they step on the court. Today, that's a rarity. The NBA has an identity crisis. The league has prioritized offense and individualism at the expense of defense, competition, and tradition. To win back fans, changes need to be made. First up, let's talk about defense. Great defense needs to be rewarded with only obvious or hard fouls being called. Not fouls with just marginal contact, or those head scratches where you react like
Active.
that's a foul? Wow. Players will adapt, and guess what happens next? They'll be forced to go back to their mid-range game if they don't want to get flattened driving to the rim. Boom! Now we see finesse in those elbow jumpers. Remember when players used to flail their legs when shooting threes to draw contact for a foul? The league made changes, and what did the players do? Stopped altogether, because they weren't getting the calls like they used to. The league needs to realize that players will adjust and adapt to the whistle, and continue analyzing the calls and the overall game and optimize where they see fit. Another problem is the marketing. The NBA needs to pick its next stars, market the heck out of them. I'm talking setting up consistent matchups between young guns like John Morant and Anthony Edwards, because rivalries just don't happen, you gotta build them. Even utilizing the media to antagonize the players. Get the fans invested, be a little loose with the whistle, before you know it, we've got the next Magic and Bird on our hands. Another issue is teams have no styles or identities anymore. Back in the day, you knew what you were getting. Detroit had the Bad Boy Pistons, the Warriors brought the Splash Brothers. Or you know those uber defensive teams that love to run and gun? That's completely gone now. Everyone is just kind of the same. Let's bring back those unique team vibes and give fans a reason to love or hate a team. In OKC, Shea is a predominantly mid-range player who is refreshing to watch in this three-point revolution. And they're number one in the West. Now you can't tell teams to stop shooting threes entirely, but teams need to start building their offenses on their personnel strengths and not just analytics. And speaking of reasons to tune in, let's fix the schedule. They should consider reducing the regular season games to 50 or less with their broadcasting partners, so when big stars meet during the season, it's a big spectacle. Let fans only have the opportunity to see LeBron and Curry face off once, at most twice during the season. Now, load management is definitely less of a problem now, so we should keep trending in the right direction with this issue. One thing they can take from the NFL is non-guaranteed contracts, which are contracts with a base salary and have tons of incentives tied to scoring, team regular season wins, winning your division, playing a certain amount of games, and more. So teams out of playoff contention will still be playing hard and provide a great product for fans. Hey, maybe fans could even petition for this. So there it is, the blueprint for making the NBA even better. Reward the defense, crack down on foul baiting, hype the stars, bring back that team identities, fix the schedule, and let the rivalries sizzle. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comment section, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more fire content. Until then, keep hustling.